Hey Rose, right now I'm gonna talk about how to actually start running in a simplified way so you can understand how to actually start running. So, running is made up of four parts. First one is endurance, second, breath work, third, running technique and posture, fourth, explosiveness. I'm sorry, my dog is barking. Endurance, if you want to build endurance, you have to get off your comfy bed. So basically, get off your goddamn bed and start running. And you should be consistent with running. A pro tip here, like if you want to be consistent with running, right? Think about the benefits of running, like how running would benefit you. Think about running as a positive material. Just don't think about running like, oh, I have to run again. Like, don't think like that. Think positive. Think like what all could running do to your body, like what all benefits it could do to your body. Like running has a lot of benefits, and the cost of not running is very high. So you'll automatically feel like going to run. It's like there's a experiment called the marshmallow experiment, where when the people advise the children to think about the marshmallows and how delicious the marshmallows were, the children were more likely to eat it. So, if we can incorporate that same method in running, it would be more likely that we would be consistent with running. So, the first one, you should set a time in your schedule where you are free to run. And second, you should gradually build your intensity in running, which actually helps with endurance. So if you gradually develop your intensity, right, you'd be able to endure more longer runs. And third, and try getting a weighted vest. It's not like necessary, but if you can try getting a weighted vest, which would add more weight to your body, so it would build your intensity up. And gradually build the time you spend running. So like if you go for running, like imagine you go for running like 20 minutes today, try to go the next day for like 22 minutes. Like gradually increase the timing of how you run. No gradually increase the timing you spend running. So next is breath work, and this is one of the most vital parts of running. And good good breath work good breath work allows more oxygen to be in your system, and it would really help you while running. And this is the Wim Hof's method. It's created by someone called Wim Hof, and I highly recommend doing this because this has given me most of the results. And this breath work actually helps you relax your body to keep us, and it helps in keeping a steady heartbeat while running. I highly recommend doing this, especially before races, like running races. It will really help you. And the method is inhale deeply and do a relaxed exhale, relaxing your muscles and your body, and do this about 30 to 40 times. And after the last breath, like after exhaling, you have to hold the breath until you feel the urge to breathe. Okay, and when you feel the urge to breathe, uh, you have to inhale deeply for 15 seconds. No, you have to inhale deeply and hold it for 15 seconds, and that's one cycle, and you can do 2 to 3 cycles. And this is breathing while running. So this was breathing before you go for a run. This is breathing while running. So breathing through your nasal canal, which is basically your nose, and this is for light intensity runs, and this is where you run effortlessly, basically called recovery runs, where you are not putting as much intensity and you're just running for recovery. And the second one is breathing through the nasal canal and through the mouth, and this is for moderate intensity runs where you're pushing yourself a bit too hard, like you're pushing yourself but it's not that intense. And you can use this for running, not like sprinting but running, like slow, like casual running. You can use this thing more. You can use this for moderate intensity runs, and the last one is for high intensity, which is breathing through nasal. No, the last one is breathing only from mouth, and this is for high intensity runs, where you have to maximize your oxygen intake. For that, you have to go through your mouth, like for only through your mouth, and make sure you don't sound like a horse, like if you like do not try to sound like that, because that would reduce your oxygen intake. Just go slowly, like go like that. Do not sound like a horse out of breath. Like go slow with your mouth breathing, and don't worry, it won't destroy your jaw gains. For people who are crazy about mewing and breathing through the nose, it won't destroy your jaw gains, because at high intensity runs you need to maximize your oxygen intake, so you need to go through your mouth, breathe through your mouth. I'm sorry. Then the running technique. So the first one is always keep your posture straight. So basically you have to have a straight posture while running and avoid bending your hips. You should not bend your hips while running, because it does not make you run fast. It basically reduces your speed and it will give you injuries too. So avoid doing that and have a slight lean forward. Try not going like being too straight, like have a slight lean forward so you can run more efficiently, and avoid swinging your upper body. Like I have been doing, this was one of my biggest mistakes while running. When you swing your upper body, right, you basically reduce your speed. When you swing, it will be difficult for you to go forward. So try avoiding swinging your upper body, especially while participating in a race, and never let your elbows drop. This, like, your elbow should be held up and should be in a 90-degree angle. It should be you should not run with free hands. You should like lock your elbows in a 90-degree angle and run. And this is for explosives. This is especially important in running races to improve your explosiveness, and it helps you run faster too. And these are the workouts for improving explosiveness. So first, the jump squat, and this basically helps your hamstrings, and it's a good workout to do it. It helps your fast twitch muscles in your legs. Then next is the lateral bounce. This is a very good exercise, especially for changing directions in a fast way, and it helps develop your explosive ability. And jump lunges is one of the most king workouts. It's an awesome workout to do it. It's also intense, and you have a lot of movement going on there. It helps your, basically most of the muscles of your leg are forced to work in this if you do this correctly. Then next is the reverse lunge knee drive, and you can do this without weights. Over here it's done with weights, but you can do this without weights, and it basically helps with the explosibility. And this actually helps in when you start the race, you basically explode off the ground, right? That this exercise like literally helps on that. And the reverse lunge knee drive is basically an explosive workout. And that's all I have for you, for how to start running. I hope it helps, and I hope you have a great life.